Hello, this is Storm, back to you with another Alliance Expedition video. Today we're going to be discussing the gathering, routes and tunnels and everything you need to know about gathering essentially. So the first thing I wanted to show you was the troop tunnels that actually matter to gatherers are the three circled ones in the very center. Those are the most important to us and those are the ones we care about. We'll go over that a little bit more in detail later on in the video. But the next one is the cognacs. The cognacs really don't matter to gatherers, but I did want to show you what they look like, just so you know and you don't get confused later on in the video. And then lastly is the routes based on where your base is located in the safe zone. So if you look at the bottom of the screen is our original safe zone that is highlighted blue. There's a blue dot and a red dot. Those are the two base locations that your base should be at whenever you're a gatherer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to discuss the blue route. The blue route, as you can notice, has two blue circles and then one yellow circle. So on the main agave, which is the one close to the troop tunnel, you want to send your pro unit and unit 1 to that agave. Some of you may have noticed you can only send one unit to an agave at a time. There's a little hack with that. Once your first unit hits the agave and it's on the way back to the base, you should be able to send your second unit, which is unit 1, to that agave as well. Your unit 3 should be unit 2 should be going to the yellow circle, which is your secondary agave. And then lastly, your unit 3 should be going to the other blue circle, which is the smallest agave and the least important. So that is essentially the route for the blue. It's just flipped on the red side. If you need more explanation, you'll see me do the red side. I typically like that side a little bit better. Just personal preference type deal. Nothing special about it. So this is the current Alliance Expedition. I didn't get the first half, unfortunately. I'm only in the second half, but you could still get a lot of knowledge off of that alone. So as you can notice on the map, you can view where it says occupying, fully occupied, and available soon. So viewing the map is super helpful. During the Alliance Expedition, you'll see me click it several times to get around the map. You also see me click it just to look around the map and see what's available soon, what's fully occupied, and what's being occupied at this time. So we're going to discuss what occupying versus fully occupied means. So when occupying a troop tunnel, it means one of our DVS troop members are in the tunnel. We do not get points for occupying the tunnel at the time. We get points once the tunnel transfers over from occupying to fully occupied. After 5 minutes of occupying a tunnel, it becomes fully occupied. Once it's fully occupied, you can put your base there in the blue safe zone inside the tunnel. Once you do that, you will have faster routes to get to certain agaves, just to make it easier to get the points for the agaves. We'll discuss all the routes for each tunnel once you take it. You'll also notice the cognac is fully occupied. I just want to let y'all know that cognacs are not troop tunnels, so that does not mean you can transfer your base to the fully occupied cognac. That is specific to attackers alone, and that's honestly where they get the most points. So right now I'm looking at the times at the left side of the screen, paying attention to which unit's going to be back soon, and deciding which agave I should click on the map to figure out which unit needs to go where. So I clicked on the tertiary agave because my pro unit's going to be back soon, and my unit 1's going to be arriving to it soon. So I cannot click gather, as you can see, until that unit 1 reaches the agave. I just spam click it, so as soon as it's done, I can put my pro unit into the march onto the next one. So I depart. I quickly notice I need to go to the secondary agave and send my unit 3 over there. Next, I'm just gonna look at my third agave because that unit 3 needs to go back to there after they've reached back. It's just micromanaging between those 3 agaves. And I'm just going to look through the map and see how we're doing. Voice chat anything I notice to the attackers while they're busy, possibly. Stuff like that. So this is where we're going to be discussing the routes of the troop tunnels for each tunnel. So the bottom center tunnel is the one we're going to be discussing first. So your pro unit and your unit 1 should be split this time. One should be going to the left tertiary agave and one should be going to the right tertiary agave. After that, your secondary and third unit should be flip-flopping between the yellow circled agave. So just like we did in the original safe zone, once one is headed back, you should be sending out your second one to go to the yellow one. Next is going to be the top center troop tunnel. We're going to discuss that one. It's exactly the same as the bottom troop tunnel. It's just flipped. So, like I said, your pro unit and your unit 1 should be going to the 2 center agaves, the main ones. And then the yellow circle again is going to flip between your second unit and your third unit. The last and most important troop tunnel is the center troop tunnel, which is kind of similar to the other center troop tunnels. You're going to be having them flipped. So on this, you can either put your base at the bottom of the center troop tunnel or at the top. It doesn't matter. You're then going to send your pro unit and your unit 1 to the main agaves to the right and left of the center troop tunnel. And then if you're on the bottom of the center troop tunnel, you will be sending your unit 2 and unit 3 to the secondary agave, which is circled in yellow. And then if you're on the top of the troop tunnel, you will be sending the secondary and third unit to the blue circled agave unit. Just so you know. Very, like I said, very similar to the other center troop tunnels. You're just gonna flip-flop the second and third unit on the secondary agave and send your pro and your unit 1 to the tertiary agaves. That should be it for this video. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me on Discord or on the Ants app. And congratulations on our last Alliance Expedition. We won by over 1 million points. So again, shout out to Hoarder, who's becoming a gatherer and got 3rd place. Proud of him. Good job, guys. Later.